For the first TED Talk, I'm going to request Mr. Hartmut Noack to talk about hospitality. Mr. Hartmut is the Regional General Manager at the Marriott International Hotel. And we're going to learn about what CPEC holds for the hospitality industry for us.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much to have me here for today. For me, it's also going up there. I'm going a little bit more for the practical thing. The science is far ahead of us, but we are talking about practice here in Pakistan, about the CPEC. The first thing is CPEC, as its project, is I think it's very much appreciated from the hospitality industry. I'm going there. Hopefully it works. Okay, at first I would like to share some figures. Room nights by Chinese guests over the last 3 years, from 2014-15 to 2016-17. There was an increase. If you take the benchmark of 2014 and 14, we have the benchmark over there, and then the second year we had an increase of 8.1%, and the following year even at 10%. That means over the last 3 years, Chinese guests have impacted our hotel room nights by more than 20%. Then again, room revenues. We're talking room revenues in particular, from year to year. From in 2016 and 15 and 16, we had an increase of 23.8%, and the following year, 2016, it will go over 25%. And it is because the year is not even finished. We know we have the fiscal year here, so it will go in this direction. So it has a major positive impact. Back. Oh, there was something. Come back. Then there's also revenue generated into the restaurant. It's not only the rooms. Also in the rooms we see over there, we have seen an increase year over year by 19.8%, and for this year or coming this year, even over the 22%. And it's just, I think it's a very good picture for our revenue generating in the hotel. Then of course, CPEC. There's a lot of challenges what we also have in our hotel industry, because it is not only building the CPEC, it's also speaking, communicating to the people. The language barrier is one of the biggest problems what we have in our hotel industry. A lot of Chinese people are not speaking the language, English or even Pakistani on that one. A lot of people here in Pakistan doesn't speak English, but I think this is overcomable. Then we have the cultural difference. Cultural differences, what you will see also is the behavior of Chinese people are making a difference. Our behavior here in Pakistan is different. So we have to match both cultures in this one. We know the expectations of our people here is sometimes different what people are projecting. Then again, the political inconsistency in this region. You know, what will happen after the election? We have a new election coming up. Is the government bringing over, taking the CPEC like it has been done? Will it go further? Will it be in the same origin, or we will change it? Regional instability. We know that in the regions where the CPEC has been built, they have also some differences over there. Different minds. People want to have thinking differently. Different responsibilities has been shared to the regional government over there. So sometimes there's also some problems coming up there. Safety and security. I think we don't have to talk about too much, but I think it's a major problem here, and we should take care about this one. I think when this will happen, I think CPEC will be always thinking. Infrastructure accessibility by air, road and railways. And it's not only that we are having the CPEC as such, but how do we come to the CPEC? How do we in between there? We need new airports. We need, the railway has to be improved, and that we can also get to the stations over there. Domestic travel by aircraft is not up to the mark. We know that it's not consistent. Flights not in time, and like I said, the few destinations we have. But of course, where challenges are, there are also opportunities. And I think that's the most important thing. If we know our challenge, the opportunity we know also. The construction of new hotels and motels on the side of the CPEC, I think it's a big, big opportunity for everybody. Entertainment and theme parks can be also, built on the side that people have some recreational. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Food outlets, will be flourish everywhere on the CPEC over there where people are there. Then, of course, employment opportunities, expansion of airports, railways, and again, I'm coming back on this one. International airlines. If we have more airports, international airlines will come in. With international airlines, international hotel chains will come in. I think there's a chain will come in those things more and more. There is something what we have done in our hotel to attract the Chinese customer a little bit more, because we are a little bit more confidential, more in the Western type of things. So we put up in the guest rooms, especially tea varieties for the rooms. Then we have recreation programs. There must be, the Chinese, they love karaoke. We love to have they have this mahjong game what they're playing. Large variety of TVs in their own language. So we have only 1 or 2 here in this thing. So that will also improve their, the coming over here. Cultural activities, such as musical performance, and just recently what we have done, we have celebrated here in the whole country the Spring Festival, or the Chinese New Year's Eve. Celebration of Chinese New Year's Eve, I think. Many in Chinese we are printing and putting for their ease to understand the things. Authentic Chinese food, hand-pulled noodles, dim sum, Sichuan, and of course, we have in every hotel, so in a lot of hotels, we have Chinese chefs to bring really, the culture to them and back to their thing. There's of course expectations from the governments. I think it's also very important that we understand development is not only coming from the private sector, but it has to be also coming from the government over there. Relaxation of import taxes and excise duties. If you want to build new hotels, if you want to build new recreation areas, you have to bring so many items from abroad because we are not ready yet to produce ourselves here. Property and proper health and safety regulations. I think we have to bring this one. If we are increasing tourism, if we are increasing, more the traffic on those people. Supply of energy, uninterrupted supply of energy. I think everybody knows it in our industry. Social security for people. We have to also bring more in this one to the people, that they can have social insurance, health insurance. And of course, law and order situation and the corruption problem. If we can tackle all those things, I think I will be better on that one. Then, of course, again, coming back to the government, what they do, development of the infrastructure has to come in there, and with the CPEC there's one part, but on the other hand, as again, we have to have the road, railways, and the airplanes. Education. One major problem with what we can see here, we need education, we need language school, we need master degrees in hospitalities. We have to, our people have to go abroad to get these master degrees. So we have to bring it up here in this country to make it easier for them. And then, of course, the vocational education to be subsidized. Vocational education is very important for the middle management, for the skilled labor, what we all need in our hospitality industry. Because it's not only the general manager, it's not only the sales and marketing manager, but it's also between there. There are chefs, their service, their housekeeping, their plumbers, their electricity. There's a lot of things in that one. Then, of course, conclusion on the whole thing. If the CPEC works, Pakistan's GDP may boost by up to 15% year over year. New international talent chains may be attracted, like Hyatt, like Hilton, now even, where the Marriott and with Sheraton, with Starwood went together. So there's also other companies, they might come in there, they see the future of those things. Leisure business, tourism, maybe the first tourism people might come from China, and then later on, the surrounding countries, more and more, and then even maybe the Western countries come. Then, of course, I'm just put down, maybe a new modern Silk Road will be possible, will be created after the whole thing with the CPEC. Maybe it's the things over there. Then, of course, here there's just an aerial view of we call it in Germany a Raststätte, okay, a resting place for big trucks, and there will be recreation areas, there will be there will be repair and service stations, there will be restaurants, there will be hotels, everything is on there. So that's one on that one. Oh, it's okay. Then, of course, with all these new hotels coming in, with new technologies and new buildings, competition will rise. If we have more competition, that means we have different hotel companies in there. With the competition, we will raise also standards. Standards will go up. Quality of equipment will go up. Overall standards in the hospitality will increase. Utilization of local products will get more and more and more because we increase the quality of them. Unemployment ratio. One of the biggest things what we can do. Within the hotel industry, we can employ so many people if we have more facilities and more hotels coming in there. And then, of course, overall living standards will be increased. This is actually, so that's actually my thing, but but there's something also, just with the closing note. CPEC is a great opportunity for us. It will be served to all levels of industry. It's not only hospitality industry, but since we are in the hospitality, but very much relying on energy, on supply, on even human being. I think it's one of the most important things of that one, and this will be CPEC will improve the life of a lot of people here in Pakistan. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.